Want to use your high-end dual monitor setup with two different computers? All you need is a specific KVM switch for dual monitor setups and two computers that support multiple monitors. Whether that second machine is for work, streaming, or running a home media server, it becomes a whole lot more useful when it doesn't need its own keyboard, mouse, and display, never mind the space on your desk. In this video, we will discuss the top 5 best dual monitor KVM switch in 2022. So let's get started. Number 5. TESmart. If you are looking for a dual monitor KVM switch that won't break the bank, the TESmart KVM Switch is our top budget choice. This device performs most of the essential functions you may need without extravagant features like USB 3.0 ports and high refresh rate support. That said, it still supports 4K UHD output and has 4 USB 2.0 ports, so it isn't totally bare bones. The TESmart comes with all necessary cables to hook two PCs up to two monitors. Just make sure that both PCs natively support dual HDMI connections. You'll want to avoid using adapter cables if possible, as they can sometimes cause issues, but this is far from the most finicky model we've tested. It works decently with other OSes too, including Mac OS and Linux. Here are some pros and cons that I found to be interesting for you. It can help you choose the right product on your importance. Number 4. CKL923HUA3. Though the CKL922HUA3 is not the only KVM switch on this list with a USB 3.0 hub, it stands out for having not one but two onboard USB 3.0 ports. This could potentially eliminate the need to chain on a powered USB hub. On top of this, it also supports 3K UHD output at a refresh rate of 60 Hz. Setting up the CKL922HUA3 is pretty much a matter of plug and play as long as you are using Windows on both devices. It will still work with a Mac or Linux machine, but this may require extra setup. The inputs and outputs on the back are clearly labeled, but it should be noted that this device doesn't ship with all the necessary cables in the box. There are multiple ways to switch machines, including a keyboard hotkey, a mouse hotkey, dedicated buttons on the front, and an included wired remote. Switching machines takes a few seconds, but this is to be expected of a dual monitor KVM switch at this price point. All in all, the CKL922HUA3 is a solid choice for anyone with a lot of USB accessories. Here are some pros and cons that I found to be interesting for you. It can help you choose the right product on your importance. Number 3. TRENDnet TK-240DP. If your workspace houses both a gaming PC and a work PC, then you should be mindful that using a KVM switch might cost you frames or resolution. That's why we recommend the TRENDnet TK-240DP KVM switch for use with a gaming rig, especially if it uses monitors with 4K resolution or 144 Hz refresh rate. The TK-240DP is one of only a few dual monitor KVM switches we found that supports both of these specs, though not simultaneously. You can set this switch to either 3840x 2164K UHD at 60 Hz or 2560x 1442K UHD at 144 Hz, which is more or less as good as it gets for consumer-grade equipment. The 144 Hz mode is also compatible with NVIDIA G-Sync and AMD FreeSync display technologies. Here are some pros and cons that I found to be interesting for you. It can help you choose the right product on your importance. Number 2. IOGEAR GCS1942. Though your dual monitor KVM switch options are somewhat slimmer, if your machine natively supports DisplayPort instead of HDMI, you still have access to top-of-the-line gear like the IOGEAR GCS1942. This hardware controller has all the features you could ask for, including two USB 3.0 ports for your keyboard and mouse, plus an additional USB 3.0 port for connecting other peripherals. It also supports true 4K, 4096 x 2160, at a refresh rate of 60 Hz, which is great if you have 4K monitors at home or ever want to upgrade. This KVM switch has microphone and speaker inputs/outputs, so you can share audio devices between machines too. That said, some reviewers have reported background noise from pathing their audio through the switch, but this doesn't appear to be the norm. The only other complaint I have about this switch is that it would be nice to get a remote control considering the price tag of the unit. But other than that, there is little to dislike about the IOGEAR GCS 1942. Here are some pros and cons that I found to be interesting for you. It can help you choose the right product on your importance. Number 1. TESmart KVM While there are many different factors to consider when picking a KVM switch for your home office, the TESmart KVM stands out as an all-around solid pick for any PCs that have native support for dual HDMI connections. It offers fast switching between two source machines and is capable of delivering 4K video to two monitors at 60 Hz. This KVM switch comes with all necessary cables, as well as a wireless IR remote that can be used to swap sources from across the room. Alternatively, you can use the onboard switch button or the scroll lock button on your keyboard. All in all, the TESmart KVM is a great way to streamline your desktop setup by minimizing your need for a second keyboard, mouse, and monitor. And if you want to get even more mileage out of your keyboard, you can also consider browsing our list of the best keyboard and mouse adapters for gaming consoles. Here are some pros and cons that I found to be interesting for you. It can help you choose the right product on your importance. That was our list of the top 5 best dual monitor KVM switch in 2022 just for you.